Matt O'Reilly makes fascinating Celtic dressing room reveal. Greece international boss confirms Giakoumakis Celtic injury status. And Rio Hatate has been snubbed again by the Japanese boss Hajime Moriyasu. One thing that has been quite noticeable since the arrival of Ange Postecoglou is the culture he has built in the Celtic squad. Matt O'Reilly opens up on the dressing room culture within the squad and revealed the two major leaders within the Parkhead dressing room. O'Reilly said, "We have great leaders who are quite vocal. Cal, for example. Joe has an abundance of experience. These guys have massive voices, so although it's not wrong, I don't think it is necessarily right for me to be the main guy there when you have the likes of Cal. I'm happy with my role in the team. I just try to be as nice to as many people as I possibly can. So if someone is not having a good time, I try to make them feel better. I feel that's my role." If you read the whole piece, O'Reilly speaks about the bond all the players have and that there are no cliques within the dressing room, which he admits freely happens at other clubs. And you can see that when the players do their post-match lap thanking the fans for their support. There is a togetherness in this team I have not seen since the Martin O'Neill era. Greece international boss Gus Poyet has indicated that Celtic striker Giorgos Giakoumakis will miss Celtic FC return to domestic action against Motherwell on Saturday. However, in more positive news, the former Brighton and Sunderland manager also stated that he doesn't believe the forward's knock will keep him out for very long. After continuing his impressive form across 2022 into the new season, it didn't come as much of a surprise to see Giakoumakis called into the Greek squad. Ange Postecoglou will be thankful of latest GG update after unfortunate international break on the injury front. Ange Postecoglou will know as good as anyone, having been the former boss of the Australian national team, that heading off on international duty is a huge opportunity and honour for the players amongst his squad. Another Celtic player on international duty, Rio Hatate, has failed to make an appearance for the Japanese side after expectations that the in-form midfielder would secure his first international cap this international break. Rio Hatate has been snubbed again by the Japanese boss Hajime Moriyasu. Hatate has displayed excellent form over the past few weeks in a Celtic jersey, going up against Luka Modric and putting in a solid performance against the veteran of 5 Champions League titles. The Rio Hatate snub is Japan's loss and Celtic's gain. With the World Cup swiftly approaching, Hatate will be desperate to break into the Japanese squad. However, he will be wondering what else he can actually do to prove his worth. Playing at the top level in club football and putting in excellent performances domestically week in and week out would surely be enough for any reasonable manager to give some game time. Kyogo Furuhashi plays part in Japan win, as Celtic wait on Saad Haksabanovic update. Celtic forward Kyogo Furuhashi played the first half for Japan in their goalless friendly draw against Ecuador on Tuesday. The 27-year-old earned his 16th cap for the Samurai Blue against the South Americans in a match played on neutral territory in Düsseldorf, Germany. Celtic manager Ange Postecoglou will no doubt be pleased that his Japanese counterpart, Hajime Moriyasu, decided to only give Furuhashi 45 minutes, given he has injury concerns over another Japanese forward in Daisen Maeda, and Greek striker Giorgos Giakoumakis, ahead of Saturday's cinch premiership match against Motherwell. Furuhashi was replaced by Iase Weda after the interval, with his Celtic teammate and midfielder Reo Hatate was an unused substitute in Japan's final game before the World Cup. Postecoglou, however, is waiting on an update on the condition of Saad Haksabanovic, who was substituted just 34 minutes into Montenegro's 2-0 Nations League defeat by Finland. The 23-year-old started on the left of a 4-4-2, but had to make way for Drayton Kamai following treatment as a result of a challenge. There are also fitness concerns over midfielder David Turnbull, who left the Scotland camp last week due to injury. Now that the international break is coming to an end, let's get the players back and get back to business in the league. And on that note, have a great day, Celtic fans all around the world.
lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party. Roll up to the party, roll up.